Google Antigravity is gaining popularity and it might become one-stop solution for developers and web coders to build apps in less time. But there is still not much information available on the internet about how to use anti-gravity properly. If you want to know how to set up anti-gravity in PC, I have already created a separate video on this. So subscribe this channel and watch the video. In this video, I am going to tell how to use Model Context Protocol in Antigravity. Yes, just like any editor, Android Studio or VS Code, Antigravity also supports Model Context Protocol, and I will tell you how to use this. With the addition of MCP in Antigravity, you can easily create and configure your projects locally just by asking Gemini. Figma, GitHub, Flutter, Firebase, many third-party services have created MCP to use their services. All we have to do is ask and anti-gravity perform a task for us. So there are two ways to add MCP in anti-gravity. First is we have to use MCP Store. So their list of MCP already comes with the anti-gravity. All you have to do is click install and it's ready to use. And the second way is to add custom MCP via this JSON. So in case you created your own MCP for the privacy purposes, you can add this MCP that will run locally on your system. So this is a sample project in the anti-gravity. So I have created a sample Flutter project. It's a simple counter application. I'm not going to run it, but in Flutter application, we mostly add Firebase most of the time. And to set up a Firebase, to create a project online and then set up in a project, it takes around 20-30 minutes. Depends on how much configuration you are going to add, like Firestore, cloud functions, notifications. So those take time. But in anti-gravity via Firebase MCP, we can do just by asking the anti-gravity and it will do for us. So here is our project, and then go to this panel, the chat window, and here there are three dots and click on MCP server. So when you click on the MCP server, you can see there is a gallery of predefined MCP that is available in the anti-gravity itself. These are most used MCPs currently, like Cloud Run, Kubernetes, Dart, Firebase, Jenkit, and you can say GitHub, Stripe. So just by asking, we can execute our tool, and if we authenticate with our own account, it will do task for us. So I'm going to choose Firebase here. So now you can see that Firebase MCP details are given, that you can do Firebase login, you can get the list of the project from the console, and you can create an project, you can add an SHA of Android app and iOS app, you can query a Firestore database, you can delete documents from the Firestore database, implement Firebase or just by prompt only. So since I've already installed it, it is enabled by default here. Okay. So now let's go to the chat window here, close this, and I'm going to say create a new Firebase project and set up Android config of app on Firebase project. Also enable Firestore database and create a collection name orders. Although we should give query one by one, but I have merged two queries in a single prompt. Click enter and let's wait. So while anti-gravity is working, let me show you this, that I have a Firebase account here, and currently there are only two projects, demo project and this one. So these are sample projects, and after some time you will see a third project will be created by the anti-gravity. And here anti-gravity has break down the prompt and created a list of tasks, that is identify Android package, that is true, list existing projects, create a new Firebase project, it is done, create Android app configuration, that means add a JSON file from Firebase in the project, enable Firestore database that I asked, and create a collection in the database name of order. So process is done. Now let's verify on the Firebase console. So as you can see, a new project has created, anti-gravity Flutter app. And if we go here and go to the setting, general, you can see a settings has been enabled and an Android package has been already added. Now let's go to the project. You can see in the Android app folder and Google service JSON has been downloaded and added automatically. So you can see the first 3 tasks were completed, but last 2 there were some conflicts. So it's better to split these 2 tasks into separate prompts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write this prompt again for the Firestore, enable Firestore database and create a collection order and try to execute it again. So our execution is done. So as you can see now that orders collection has been created by the MCP and it created a default document here. So in this way, if we have some structured JSON, I want to do migration, or if we want to automate things just by enabling MCP, we can ask the prompt and it will do all the things for us. Now the second method is how to create custom MCP and add in anti-gravity. Now if you want to understand how MCP works in detail and create your own MCP server, I have already created a video on my channel. You can watch it. So that MCP that I created, that task is to send an email to anyone that user has asked with collecting some data. And this email server runs locally on my systems only. So let's try this. So go to 3 dots here, click on MCP servers, and then in MCP Store you can see manage MCP servers. So here you can see all the MCP servers, Firebase and my custom MCP server. So click on the view raw config and here you can see the JSON. So first JSON is from the Firebase that we installed by using click install button. The second one is my JSON, my custom MCP, that is the email server. So because I created this MCP server using Dart language, I am using Dart program. You can use Python or TypeScript, anything you want. So now let's go back to the chat window and here I am going to ask collect all tasks that I ask you and send an email to shivam@navoki.com. So for this SMTP service, I am using a free service called debug email. So now it says that I have collected all the informations and have sent the summary to the email. Let's go to the dashboard. And here I have received the summary, task summary, Firebase project setup complete, anti-gravity, and sent to the Shivam@Navoki. Now this is a test server, okay, just for testing purpose. And we click on the text bar. Here you can see the summary that it checked the Firebase environment, the package name, and it added Firestore databases. It created a collection name of order name. If you want more videos on anti-gravity, like how to use skills and knowledge base in anti-gravity, comment below and I will surely make it. Till then, keep learning. Bye.